Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I do want to speak about the future of Spider-Man 4 and what that story is going to be about, because there's plenty of new information that is coming out in regards to this project. And so it does say here, according to the Wrap, that Sony has cancelled and has no plans for future Spider-Man spin-off movies or shows after Kraven. They are only focusing on Spider-Man 4, Beyond the Spider-Verse, and the Spider-Man Noir film. So I don't know if you guys have seen, but Kraven the Hunter, which is a movie that is out there in theaters right now, it's just bombing the box office. They're not making any money. I mean, like, they are projected to make around $30 to $35 million by the end of this weekend, while having a budget of $100 million. Sony is expected to lose a lot of money off of this project here. It's a very serious situation, because usually within a position like Sony, and you have about 4 to 5 films already within this universe, you are expected to make more and more and have stronger numbers. But it does seem like the audience is losing interest and people just don't want to see these movies, and their movies are only getting worse and worse from here in terms of quality, which is the reason why Sony are at the very least putting a pause into their Spider-Man spin-off movies. And at the moment, there is this huge rumor that I want you guys to really know that this could not be true, but it may be true in the future. We don't know, but this is just all speculation and rumors. But there is this huge story that has emerged onto the media that has stated Sony are considering on selling the Spider-Man IP back over to Marvel Studios. This news has been confirmed by a reliable news outlet, and they have also confirmed that this is something Sony is seriously looking at. So let's talk about that, right? Let's talk about the position of Sony and what they could do in the future, because this is what's also going to give us an idea on what Spider-Man 4 is going to look like and what it's going to be about. To start things off, Sony Pictures holds the film rights to Spider-Man and a vast array of related characters, which is like around 900 characters within the Spider-Man universe, right? Sony has that at the moment, and they made a first collaboration with Marvel Studios back in 2015. Sony and Marvel Studios have reached an agreement allowing Spider-Man to appear in the MCU. This partnership did lead towards Spider-Man making appearances in Captain America Civil War, a couple of standalone Spider-Man movies like Homecoming, also appearing in Infinity War and Endgame. In terms of the financial and creative ideas, under this newly revised agreement that just happened, Disney co-finances 25% of the standalone Spider-Man films, and in return they receive 25% of whatever profit. Additionally, Disney retains merchandising rights to the character. Sony maintains distribution and final creative control over the Spider-Man films produced under this collaboration. So this is what the deal is looking like right now in terms of Sony and Marvel Studios. And so you may question, okay, if Sony does fully sell the Spider-Man IP, what could that new agreement look like? Now here's the thing, I don't believe that Sony will fully let go of Spider-Man and just sell the character outright. I believe that Sony would retain the video game rights in terms of the Spider-Man games, but in the end renegotiate the deal between Sony and Marvel Studios. That is what I believe will happen in the future. For example, Marvel will take care of all Spider-Man related films, so the MCU will be in full creative control in terms of what the story is going to be about, who is going to be included, and in return Sony would get a percentage from that revenue for, let's just say, the next 10 to 15 years, however many years, right? It's all about renegotiating, because right now Sony and Marvel have to work together to understand what type of story should they make for the next Spider-Man film and what should happen to the character and who should be included. But if we were to ever hear a brand new agreement between Sony and Marvel, it's most likely going to be that the MCU has full creative control in the future, with Sony receiving maybe 10 to 15% of whatever revenue Marvel does generate from their Spider-Man films or any Spider-Man appearances. I just don't think that Sony would just say, yes, just take the whole IP, we're done with it, and we're never going to work on this ever again. There has to be some sort of attachment. I don't even think that the Miles Morales character would be included in this deal if it does happen in the future. I believe that Sony would take care of the Miles Morales IP, because honestly, I don't see Miles Morales Spider-Man in the same category as in Peter Parker's Spider-Man. I believe that it is strictly only going to be about Sony letting go of Peter Parker's Spider-Man and nothing more, and letting them to have full creative control. So speaking about this, right, Tom Holland, who currently does play Spider-Man in the MCU and represents Sony as well, he just signed a 6-picture deal not too long ago. And in that 6-picture deal, it does include 3 solo Spider-Man films, which is going to be Spider-Man 4, Spider-Man 5, and Spider-Man 6, under the same conditions, of course, between Sony and Marvel Studios. There's also going to be 2 Avenger films that will be included in this new deal, which is going to be Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. And then there's another unknown project that has yet to be announced at all. Like, we don't even know if Spider-Man might appear in either a Daredevil series or maybe appear on a film with Deadpool or Wolverine Wolverine, who knows? But there is a unknown project that Marvel does have with Tom Holland, and Sony does know about it. Marvel and Sony have to create the story for Tom Holland's Spider-Man within the 6 projects. And I'm gonna assume, right, so let's just assume that it is true that Sony do want to sell the IP under different conditions. If we were to ever hear about that and we hear like live action about this deal finally going forward, most likely it would be after Secret Wars. I believe that by that time, maybe by 2027 or 2028, we will get more clarity on how Marvel and Sony will deal with Spider-Man in the future and how those details do evolve. Because if you really think about it, right, Spider-Man 4 will be coming after Doomsday and before Secret Wars. By the time Secret Wars is over and that film is complete, we're already going to be 3 projects in within this 6-picture deal. It would be around the time where Sony, Tom Holland, and the MCU and Marvel Studios are going to have to renegotiate what is going to be the future of Spider-Man, because they're still going to have Spider-Man 5, Spider-Man 6, and the unknown project left within the deal. So whatever does happen, whether it's Sony not selling the IP rights to Marvel Studios or they do, the legitimacy of this piece of news will be clarified within the next 3 to 4 years. So as of now, I would take everything with a grain of salt. And so right now, there is a lot of speculation on what Spider-Man 4 is going to be about, because that is going to be a huge movie. It is going to be happening after Avengers Doomsday and before Secret Wars. And there is going to be massive events happening in Avengers Doomsday. So like, how are you going to fit Spider-Man 4 within those 2 stories? The Cosmic Circus has just reported that Marvel and Sony want Spider-Man 4 to be a team-up movie like Deadpool and Wolverine. They also want to try and recreate the success and the team-up dynamic from Deadpool and Wolverine. They have also reported that Sony Pictures and Marvel Studios are reportedly going to give Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield bigger roles in Spider-Man 4 than they had in Spider-Man No Way Home. So this is huge news, right? To hear that Spider-Man 4 might be a team-up film. Who even knows what that other character could be? I mean, like, it does make a lot of sense to say that he is going to be teaming up with somebody else and that we're also going to be seeing Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, because this is the last movie during the Multiverse saga for Spider-Man. After Secret Wars, when we go into Spider-Man 5 and Spider-Man 6, they're not going to be multiversal movies. Spider-Man 4 will be the last one. And so I do think that right now, this could possibly explain the reason why Sony is all in right now with Marvel Studios in terms of the cameos, what the story should be, because Sony is very interested in just only trying to get the big bucks, not really caring about the story. They're saying, we want to have Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, because it's really going to sell more money, like what happened in Spider-Man 3. And then Marvel, of course, have to deal with those type of statements, right? They have to listen to Sony because that is part of the original agreement. This explains the reason why we're hearing reports about Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield being in the Spider-Man 4 project. And I do think that Marvel is saying, we also want to focus on having the team up movie for Spider-Man 4, because to Marvel, the way that they saw Deadpool and Wolverine, they're like, this is a success. People want to see movies like this. And so who knows who Spider-Man is going to be teaming up with? I honestly have no idea. My best 2 guesses that I'm going to be having is going to be either Daredevil or Black Cat. I know that many have said that it should be Spider-Man and Deadpool, but we just had Deadpool not too long ago, which was 6 months ago. And if you want to invite Deadpool again for Spider-Man 4, that would be 2.5 years later. And Ryan Reynolds just said that he's taking a break, that he does not want to play Deadpool for a while. I don't think it's going to be Deadpool, even though it would be nice. I honestly think it will be either Daredevil or Black Cat. And so speaking about Black Cat, I also want to include here that Anya Taylor-Joy is reportedly being eyed to play a Spider-Man 4 role. So we should expect to see the actor in this film very soon. We just don't know who she is going to be playing. Maybe it could be Black Cat, maybe it could be Gwen Stacy. We'll see. But she is a phenomenal actress, and I believe that she'll do well. If she's Black Cat, good. If she's Gwen Stacy, also good. So there's a lot to look forward to in terms of the details for Spider-Man 4. They are expected to start filming around the middle of 2025. So we are going to be hearing castings and confirmed rumors within the next 2 to 3 months. And so that is it. That is going to be wrapping up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.